Hi, for today's practice, we're going to do a short sequence to do a nice slow flow with a really nice long, slow, deep breathing to help soothe neck and shoulders. And what you need for your practice today is just one tennis ball and also a cushion to sit on. So we'll just start off with connecting into our seat and just taking a few slow rounds of breathing just to connect to the breath, ground and center. So as you start to slowly breathe in, imagine you're pulling the breath from the base all the way up to the crown, lengthening on the inhale. And as you exhale, slowly letting the breath draw all the way back down to the earth. So a couple more breaths like that. And as you're doing this, tune into the sensations and feeling around the neck and your shoulders, noticing any tension, pulling. You might find that one side is a little bit more tight than the other. Good. So we'll keep this nice flow of breathing going. So as you inhale, breathing all the way up to the crown, we'll do some neck rotations. As you exhale, move in time with your exhale slowly, rotating your head over to the right and slightly resisting the shoulder down to get an anchor, if you like, for the base. And as you inhale, come back to center. See if you can move and coordinate your movement with your breath. So as you exhale, you're moving, turning your head to the left. Good. Inhale, come back to center. So you're moving very mindfully and slowly. And we'll just do one more on the other side. So as you rotate your head over to the right, maybe you might feel that you've got a little bit more range of motion. Inhale brings you back to center. And then one more to the left. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. We're going to take the right hand and place it onto the left shoulder. And you might even just squeeze the trapezius a little bit and just let your right ear draw down towards the right shoulder until you feel a really nice openness and length in the left side of the neck muscles. And then we're just going to do a neck roll here. So just turning to look at your right shoulder and then bringing it back to center, back and forth. And it's kind of like an unwinding, lengthening of the side neck muscle there, just to keep it nice and soft. And we'll bring a bit of motion into the elbow. So as we start to move, and you can keep your ear drawing down towards the right shoulder, but as you start to move, and maybe include the neck rolls, you're starting to move the muscle underneath the hands, and that can feel really nice in the trapezius. Lovely. Good. Come back to center, we'll switch sides. So anchor down, give that little squeeze, a little massage, and very gently come into that side bend, lengthening through the breath, lengthening through the muscles. And as you exhale, you could start to maybe bring a bit more weight into the hand to really sort of resist so that you've got a really nice anchor to lengthen your muscles a little bit more. And we'll bring that rotation into the elbow and those nice little neck rolls. And you might find that you get a little bit more stretch. Good, really nice. So we're going to take our tennis ball and then we're going to hold the right side of the neck and just pausing there, hold that ball statically and just roll your head from side to side. So we're getting into that long strip of muscle, and as you do that, work the tennis ball down a bit, and it's just a mild touch to hold that there so that you can draw the muscle crossways, horizontally across the muscle, and that gives you a nice little kind of bit more release. And as we take the tennis ball to the top of your trapezius, you can hold it with the opposite hand and just start to roll it again across the muscle. And then you could hold into the corner there and just roll your neck And that feels really nice to anchor. Good. Let's take the ball to the pectoralis, and we're just going to take the right side inside the just beneath the collarbone. Good. And then into the shoulder joint, you can just help stretch that back, and we'll just take that over the deltoid and then over the biceps. So you can almost use the ball to grab hold of the connective tissue and just drawing it across your muscle. And that just helps to loosen and get into the back of the triceps. So connecting the arm to the shoulder girdle, and this just can help in the forearm. This can feel really nice. And we'll just do the other side. So just holding the tennis ball on the corner of the trapezius, moving your neck, and maybe just even folding into it, kind of leaning into it and scrunching up. And then as you release your neck, so you can just do anything you like there, and then just rolling. We're going to just do the neck muscles. Sorry, I forgot that. So holding the ball static, rolling your head from side to side and working your way down. And you can even move, getting a little bit dexterous, you can move the ball across, horizontally across the strip of muscle. And it's very a light touch, but it just gives you a bit more space in that connective tissue. And then we can start to roll the ball over the shoulder joint, across the pectoralis, just a nice little massage, over the deltoids, on the inside of the arm. That can feel good. Just getting into nice tight bits. It might feel a little bit kind of tender in some spots, but go easy on those bits, okay? And breathe, keep breathing. All right, excellent. So we're going to set the ball to the side, and then inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, shrug the shoulders down. Inhale up. And you can breathe in through your nose and then exhale out through the mouth. Good. And then release your pillow. Just you can take the cushion aside, come onto all fours. I'm going to start off on fingertips on all fours, knees underneath your hips, and just do these really small cow cats. Now, if you need something underneath the knees, you can bring your cushion back. Exhale, and then press into the pads of the fingers so that as you breathe and you round, you're really stretching through the shoulders. You'll feel those shoulder blades draw apart. As you inhale, relax the front body. You can curl the toes if you want to, stick the tailbone back, broaden across your shoulders and collarbones. Exhale, press into the fingertips, straightening the arms a little bit more and pressing out through the dorsal part of the spine. Inhale and exhale. And you're coming into the cat by pressing into the fingertips and reaching back, stretching into the back muscles. We're going to bring the palms down now. So as you inhale, softening through the elbows, tuck the toes. And as you exhale, arching into cat, pressing into the palms to really stretch across those back muscles. Inhale, moving the shoulders away from the ears. Good. And as you exhale this time, arching into cat, but shifting your hips way, way back. And as you inhale, rise. So we're going to thread these three poses together. As you exhale, arch into cat and shift your hips back. So as you notice that my elbows are coming down, and as I inhale, I glide in between the upper arm bones, straightening the arms as I come into cow. Gosh, that feels really nice. Exhale, reaching the hips back. And just threading these three poses together, and it gives you a sense of fluidity and that feeling of flexibility in the spine, in the joints, in the back. Good. And we're going to come up into downward facing dog. So just lifting the hips up and back. Shorten your stride for this one, and then take your hands a little bit wider. The aim here is to shift the weight away from the hands, and you could even come up into fingertips. That same thing that we did in cow cat, so that you can shift the weight towards the
feet and the legs. It doesn't really matter if the heels don't drop down. Spread the fingers wide, and then just align your head so that the ears are in between the biceps, and then draw the chin slightly in. So we're going to do a nice little adjustment here for the shoulders. Take the elbows out wide so your chest does come down a little bit, and then roll the elbows back to face back of the mat, and then press into the palms to lengthen through the side body. Good. And then draw the chin in and just find that place where it's comfortable on the back of the neck. You can walk your feet on the spot just to really stretch out the back of the legs. Good. And then come to stillness, keeping your knees nice and soft. So lifting through the forearms a little bit, lifting them up, lifting the chest, and then hugging the belly in, and then reaching your hip points up and back to find a little bit more space across that dorsal spine and also the length in the back body. As you exhale, slowly walk your hands to your feet, grab hold of your elbows, and you're just going to hang in a forward fold here. Letting go of the head, bending the knees as much as you need to, just tractioning your spine. We're using gravity to just hang the head and let it hang like a nice ripe heavy fruit, and then breathing in here, and as you exhale, slowly walking your hands back towards your downward facing dog, stretching it out. Take a deep breath. Soften the elbows down. That's going to help you shrug the shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, slowly walk your feet to the top of the mat. Your feet are still hip width apart. Keep the knees bent and hold the elbows again hanging here, taking the other forearm in the front. And as we inhale, we'll release the hands to the side, sit down in a chair and reach your arms wide. So you're circling the arms wide, and that helps to draw the shoulders away from the ears. Shift the weight back into the heels, and then press into the feet on the inhale and rise all the way to stand. Circle the arms back down on your exhalation. So we're going to do a nice side bend. Inhale, take hold of the elbows, keeping the elbows bent. Pull up and press up. And then as you exhale, let your left elbow sort of drop down towards the ground, and then leading with the right elbow so that you're really stretching and opening up through the side body. Come into your side bend. This is sideways moon. Inhale, and as you lift up, really stretch the forearms up to the sky, and then the right elbow relaxes down, and then lead with the left elbow to arc over to your right. So you're really opening up through the side body. Inhale back to center. Soften the shoulders down, and then stretch as you inhale. Lift the forearms. Everything's soft, so you're not pulling. And then trying to maintain softness. So we're just leading with the left elbow, right elbow pointing up to the sky. And again, inhale, come back to center. Let the shoulders shrug away from the ears. Inhale, lift the forearms. Exhale, over to the other side. Good. And as you inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. Exhale, float the arms down, turn the palms up, and that just helps you to plug the shoulders down the back. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, fold. Hands to the sides of the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, just walk your feet back to a nice downward dog distance. And then on the inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Soften into that left knee. Look forwards and step your right foot forwards. And we're coming into warrior two. So turn and ground the back heel. Spin your left arm up. Press into the feet. And you can come into warrior two. We're just taking our time. We're going to work with the shoulders here. I suggest looking at a direction that feels good for your neck. And for me, it's kind of forwards. Normally, we turn and rotate the head to look at the right middle finger, which is the drushti. Now, just plug into the left foot a little bit more. Turn the palms up on the inhale. And as you exhale, draw the elbows down towards the side body and the waists. Good. Exhale, extend the arms and imagine that the arms are liquid. Oh, they're made of air. Good. Inhale, palms turn up. Exhale, elbows draw down. Good. And then extend the arms as though they're made of air. And again, turn the palms up. Inhaling. Good. Turn the palms down. Exhale, stretch. Very, very nice. Now we're going to come into a side angle. So we're going to slide the left arm behind us to keep that left shoulder open.
And then take your forearm, just rest it on top of your right thigh, but just brush that lightly, and then spin your left shoulder back. Good, and press into the feet strongly and just open up through the chest. Very, very nice. Good. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So pick up your right toes, turn them so they're parallel to the mat, and just place one palm on top of the other behind you and fold forwards with the elbows out to the sides and your shoulders away from the ears. So drawing your chin in, turn the toes in towards each other, and then you can start to fold forwards. If this is tricky on the hamstrings, you can shorten your stride and just bend the knees. Good. And if you want to here, you can clasp, you can thread the fingers and just reach the arms away without pressing the shoulders together, but just keeping this all nice and broad. And then if you do relax the hands on the base of the pelvis, what's really lovely here is that the shoulders just stay nice and open. Good. Release the hands down and in front of you. Lift your spine so that your spine is at a 90-degree angle. And we're going to take the arms a little bit wider on fingertips and just take the elbows out and bow down, softening through your knees. And then take the palms down if you can, or keep the fingertips on the ground, turning the elbows out. Maybe you hold on to the ankles and then hug the elbows back, hanging forwards here. Take a nice deep breath. Try and draw the chin in. And this is traction of the spine. Now you can bend the knees as much as you want. Good. And then on the inhale, walking the hands forward, turning your right foot to the top of the mat. Come back to your downward facing dog. And we're going to do the other side. We'll lift the left leg up and back. Step the left foot forwards, turn and ground the back heel. We're spinning up into warrior two. So nice and firm in the legs. Inhale, turn the palms. And then as you exhale, draw the elbows into the side waist. Exhale, extend. And imagine that your arms are made of air. They're so light, drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Extend on the exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Very nice. Exhale, extend. So we're going to wrap the right arm around and behind us, coming into that side angle. So as you do that, roll the right shoulder open. Good. And then just sort of draw that shoulder back a little bit. Very, very nice. Good. So we're going to come into that wide-legged forward fold again, and I'll just face forwards. So we'll release the back arm. Take the hands down, and this time, if you can, walk the hands back and just hang in your forward fold, taking the elbows back almost like chaturanga arms, but drawing the shoulders away from the ears. And you just want to hang here. So it doesn't matter how far you go. If you need props, you can bring books down. But the main thing here is to hang. You could do the elbows here. That's going to help you traction the spine. But if you need a bit of support for your hamstrings, you can hang here. Nice, slow, steady breaths. Very, very nice. And from here, walk your hands forwards. I'm going to come down into a deep squat. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in. Relaxing the elbows on the inside of the knees and just plugging the shoulders down your back. Let's come down to sit. And we'll come into a really nice twist. So extend your legs forwards, facing forwards to the top of your mat. So for this, if you find that your spine rolls back, just sit on a cushion so that you can get the hip flexion here, and that helps you just really elevate your spine. So bending your right knee in towards you, we'll do a twist to the right. Take your right foot over into Sage's twist. And as you inhale, reach the arms up. I'm going to turn and rotate to the right and just let the right hand land down so that your wrist is in line with your elbow, in line with your shoulder. And then if you can, take the elbow on the outside of the right knee. Now, if you find that the shoulder hooks up to the ear, let it draw down. You might even encourage that by extending the arm. Taking some nice slow breaths. Again, you're looking in the direction that feels comfortable for you. And then take some nice slow deep breaths. If you want to bring the hand in high five, you can. So anchoring down through the left leg, lifting the toes up to the sky. You might hug the belly button back and then turn a little bit more, maybe looking towards your right shoulder this time if your neck feels okay. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Reach the arms up. Good. And then we'll twist to the other side. So this is a more open twist. So bringing the left hand back, bringing the forearm in front of the right knee, but then resisting the knee into the elbow so you can get a little bit more twist. So it's a lovely open twist in the shoulders. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take the palms together as you exhale. Bring the hands to your heart and extend your legs forward. And we'll do the other side. So bending the left knee in, anchoring down through the right leg. Nice, long, steady breaths. Inhaling, exhaling, deep breathing. And as you exhale, take the elbow in front of the left knee. You can extend the arm. Left hand reaches back. So see if you can allow the shoulder to remain open. You can see here, oftentimes in this pose, people tend to squeeze the arm into the armpit. You really want that space. We're just opening up and keeping nice and soft with the breath. Inhaling. Oh, and exhaling. That feels lovely. So hugging the belly button back and then maybe twisting a little bit more. Good. And then we'll reverse the twist. So as you inhale, reach the arms up, rotating your spine and going as far as feels comfortable. We're not trying to overly twist. We don't want to make too much effort. We just want to keep open in the shoulder girdle so the arms are wide and broad. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Excellent. Inhale, come back to center. And then stretch the legs out, reach the arms up, and we're going to fold forwards. And it's not really about how far forwards you come. If there's too much for the hamstrings, soften the knees, point the toes, and take the arms wide. Maybe you start to bow down from here, chin in. So the idea is that we keep the spine vertical and we keep the arms wide. And then just soften at the elbows and draw them down towards the ground behind you. That's going to keep everything, your shoulder girdle, nice and broad. Nice, slow, steady breaths in. Some of you might come forwards. Maybe you come all the way down. It's totally up to you. Don't have to. Inhale, rise. We'll come onto our backs. Do a really, really nice back bend. So this is dynamic bridge. Resting on your back, have your knees pointing up to the sky. And just settle your spine. Stretch the arms straight out so that the hands are the height of your shoulders so that you can really feel your shoulder blades plugging down. You can have a little wiggle and just let the back melt into the ground. If it feels better to have more space on the front part of the shoulder girdle, you could take the hands into a V so that you feel that your energy is extending out through the arms, and just relax the palms up to the sky. Relax the elbows and just breathe. And then bring your arms alongside of you. I'm going to do dynamic bridge. Press into the feet. As you inhale, pick up your hips. Reach your arms up and back. It's up to you how far the arms go. Now, if you want the arms to be broad, you can. Lifting your hips. And as you exhale, float the arms straight back down. And again, inhale, lift the arms up and back. Again, you can really soften through the shoulders, through the elbows. Exhale, draw the arms straight back as you roll your spine down. That's very good. Inhale, rise, press into the feet. Bring the shins a little bit forward. You've got space in the front body, you're lengthening. And almost feel like you're breathing all the way up the torso, towards along the arms. Inhale, almost breathing all the way up the arms to the fingertips. Feel that space. Good. And as you exhale, roll down. Just one more as we come up. Inhale. Now this time you're welcome to just stay. So come into cactus arms. That just helps to press down through the back of the forearms. So you've got that stability, keeping broad across the shoulders. So that you're resting on the shoulders and you can feel the back of the head. Neck is free. Take a deep breath and breathe all the way up towards collarbones. Exhale, roll it all the way down. Very nice. You can keep the arms there Just slide your feet and make it a little bit wider so that the feet are as wide as your mat. Keep the knees bent. We're just going to roll the knees from side to side. And this isn't about how far, if the knees touch the ground, they don't have to. You're just swaying, doing a nice little twist from side to side. Good. Come back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest and keep hold of your right shin, pressing the knee towards your armpit and extend the left leg long, flexing the foot up. And as you stretch, you're lengthening through and pushing the heel away as you draw your right shin in. Got a lovely opening in the front body here. You could extend your arm out to the side. Good, and we're going to rest the right foot onto the left side, roll the knee over again, opening up through the shoulders, a little mild twist. This is as far as I go here, that's comfortable for me. Good, breathe, inhale, come back to center, lift your left knee in, hug that shin in and extend the right leg long. So as you extend the leg, toes point up and really lengthen through the hip bone there. And hug that left knee in towards the left armpit. Take a deep breath in, roll the right shoulder down, relax the shoulders. And then take the left foot onto the thigh, rolling that knee over to the side. Again, it's not about how far you go. This is as comfortable as it gets for me, so I'm going to stay. Maybe you rotate your neck to look in the opposite direction, but only as long as that feels open and free, and breathe. Let's come back to center. And extend the left leg, come into Shavasana. Stretch the arms, and as you stretch the arms, get really broad across the shoulders and breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. And feel how that lifts up through the chest, stretches across the armpits. Relax your feet, turn them out. Resting in Shavasana for a few minutes. See if you can focus on your breath for a few more rounds, encouraging a nice deep breath. So as you breathe in, breathing all the way down into the belly, feeling the breath climb up into the chest, across the shoulders, down the arms. And as you exhale, returning the breath back to neutral, and then feeling the shoulders rest down. As you inhale, inflating the breath into the body. Feel the space expanding in all directions, and as you exhale, coming back down to ground. Just take a couple more breaths like that. And let's pay attention to the neck. So as you inhale, breathing all the way up to the crown. As you exhale, roll your head over to the left so you can lengthen the right neck muscles. Inhale, rotate your head back to center. Exhale, bring the head over to the right. And the breath is in slow motion as you breathe in, back to center. And don't go fast, because when we go quickly, the neck muscles tend to contract to stabilize the head movement. But we want to do the opposite here. We want to lengthen and loosen so that we can unwind tension. And just one more to the right. Come back to center and then bending into your knees. So we'll close the practice, hug your knees in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins and roll from side to side. And then roll onto your side, come up to sit. pressing into the hands. This is a lovely way to come up. Head comes up last as you use your hands to support you. Come back into a nice seated position and just rest your backs of your hands on your knees. And breathing into the body, just notice how your neck feels, your shoulders, noticing the quality. Very, very nice. Bring the palms together in prayer at the heart. Gently bow your chin inwards in honor of yourself, just keeping the back of the neck nice and long as your eye gaze looks towards the heart space. And bring a nice gentle smile to your lips to lift your energy. And we'll take a little namaste to the third eye. In appreciation, bowing down in honor of you and your practice. Well done. Namaste. Thanks for practicing. Hope you enjoy the practice. Have a great day.